PinkBlueGaming!
Yes? Oh, you two again. Well, what is it? You've got the length of one commercial break to explain yourselves.
Okay.
Remind me what your requirements are for guests on your show?
Of course, dear. I'll need to see your recording contract, a clip from your TV show, and some evidence of a juicy scandal.
Since you already
What if we have our own video
two
game?
letters,
Video
can we
games?
get-
Ugh, those things will ruin your eyes. They're awful.
Kind of a paradox.
We do have a recording contract. Bin Bottom Records. Take a look. You'll have us on your show now, yes?
Oh, I suppose so. If only because I have an upcoming bossy tirade prepared about the proliferation of talentless, no-name recording artists.
Yay!
Naturally,
Okay.
I will expect you to be on your best behavior and agree with everything I say and answer every question I have and don't interrupt and keep your elbows off the table and use your indoor voice.
What about...
While you're on my show, you stay in your seats at all times. You do not interrupt me when I'm talking and you treat the audience with the utmost respect, even if you become less sure with each passing year that they deserve it. Now, I'll call you on stage in a minute.
Gosh, Max. Celebrity is just a never-ending set of arbitrary goals one accomplishes to appease a dismissive and distracted, if not entirely absent, authority figure.
I don't know if I agree, Sam, but I've begun my decadent slide into a depraved personal hell just in case.
Okay. Good lord. What are we dealing with here?
Give me a hand, everyone!
Why
This
is the
Bob
cow
reading
on the
from her
show?
new book. The Heart Has Four Stomachs, Ruminations on a Life in Hollywood. Out now in all major bookstores. This microphone is starting to spark from overuse, but that doesn't mean we're ready to pack it in. We've got the stars of the not-quite-canceled sitcom Midtown Cowboys, who also happen to be the winner and judge of TV's Embarrassing Idol. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam and Matt.
Hold the hayride,
hell?
little pal. That bear seems more than slightly hinky, in the mesmeric sense of the term.
Shadier than a fat man's ankles.
Let's take it down like ducks in a gutter.
Hold it! My guests sit at that end.
But that bear has got you...
Sit.
We'll just sit where you want us to, man.
Okay. Nice
What
twist
gives,
there.
Sam? Why can't we just grab the bear?
It would appear that the laws of physics are different on the set of a talk show, little buddy. You're gonna have to play along.
Sam and Max, you're talented, hot news celebrities who've taken the entertainment world by storm. So naturally, we all want to hear everything about your involvement in the scandal detailed in the Alien Love Triangle Times.
Okay. It's a botched. Yeah, I'd rather talk about that fucking bear.
I'd like to talk about that charming yet mildly insidious-looking bear on your desk. Can I see it?
I don't know, Sam. Can you?
May I see it, please?
No, you may not. And if I may say so, if there's one thing that grills my chicken, it's how our culture is in a state of modal decay. Can is not the same as may. Should is not the same as blah blah blah. Yak blah 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 blue blue blue.
I don't know.
Hopefully she'll be off on her tri-state
What?
nagging spree for a while.
Blah 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 blah. Yak 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 yak. Bloody 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 bloody. Yakety 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 yak. Blah blah blah. Blah blah.
Share.
Blah 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 blah. Yak,
I'm not touching
yak,
that
yak,
thing.
Yak, bloody
I'd
bloody
probably get
bloody
shot.
bloody. Yakety 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 yak. Blah blah blah.
Can't we sit over there?
You'll sit where you are and like it, mister.
Yes, ma'am.
Blah 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 blah. Yak 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 yak. Bloody 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 bloody. Yakety 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 yak. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Yak 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 yak. Bloody 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 bloody. Yakety 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 yak. Blah blah blah.
Oh.
Blah,
Testing.
blah.
1, 2,
Blah
3.
blah blah blah. Yak 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 yak. Bloody 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 bloody. Yakety 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 yakety
I'm not
yakety
touching that
yakety yak.
thing.
Blah
I'd
blah
probably
blah.
get shot.
Blah blah. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, bloody, bloody,
No can do.
yakety, 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 yakety,
Nah.
yakety, yak, blah, blah, blah.
You look like you could use a shave, Myra.
Well,
Oh!
I never. Blah, 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 yak, 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 yak,
Oh.
bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak, blah. Put that away right now.
Oh.
Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak,
Unwise
blah,
in
blah,
front of a
blah,
live studio
blah,
audience.
Blah. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak, blah, blah, blah.
Nope.
Blah, blah.
She appears to
Blah,
have
blah,
plenty
blah,
to
blah,
say
yak,
already.
Yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yakety,
Humanity's
yakety,
not
yak,
safe
blah,
while that
blah,
mysterious
blah,
little hypno
blah,
bear is
blah.
on the loose.
Blah,
Are we
blah,
part of
blah,
humanity,
blah,
Sam?
yak, yak,
Not
yak,
technically,
yak,
but
bloody,
we're in
bloody,
danger
bloody,
too.
bloody, yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah.
Is there
Blah,
something I'm
blah,
missing?
blah, blah, yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yakety,
I'd like to
yakety,
shave
yakety,
that
yak,
skeevy
blah,
little
blah,
puppet
blah,
bald, but it's
blah,
too far
blah.
away.
Blah,
Also,
blah,
I haven't
blah,
got a
blah,
razor.
Yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 yak, yak,
Testing.
yak, yak,
1,
bloody,
2,
bloody, bloody,
3.
bloody, yakety, 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 yakety. Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
There's something you should know about that picture in the Times.
I'm not sure I want to know anything more. Maybe you big Hollywood types thinks it's funny to flaunt your polyplanetary pickups, but the rest of us find alien love triangles, frankly, disgusting.
Okay.
But the photo is not quite what it seems.
How so?
It's not a picture of an alien at all. That's Hugh Bliss.
Hugh Bliss? The highly respected founder of prismatology? Don't be ridiculous. Why, I've had him on my show before, and he certainly isn't green. What are you really hiding?
How much I'm scared of being buffeted by another gust of Hurricane Myra?
Flattery will get you nowhere, mister. I don't know about you, audience, but as a girl, I was taught that flattery was the worst possible way to blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah.
No thanks.
Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, yakety,
Got a
yakety,
second,
yakety,
little buddy?
yakety, yakety,
Now
yakety,
that we're
yak,
big
blah, blah,
stars,
blah,
I'd normally
blah,
ask
blah.
that your people call my
Blah,
people to
blah,
set up a
blah,
meeting.
blah, yak, yak,
But
yak,
since
yak,
we're
bloody,
old
bloody,
friends,
bloody, bloody, yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, yakety, yakety,
According to
yakety,
the
yakety,
ultra-strict
yakety,
rules of
yakety,
talk
yak,
show
blah,
reality,
blah,
we're
blah,
stuck sitting over
blah,
here,
blah.
possibly
Yeah.
permanently.
Blah, blah,
Yeah, sorry
At
if
least
I'm
it's
not
comfortable.
talking. I'm
yak,
like
True.
yak,
trying
yak,
to
Can't
think
do much
here.
here.
bloody, bloody, yakety,
Celebrities
yakety,
don't
yakety,
always have
yakety,
to do
yakety,
things for
yakety, yakety,
themselves.
blah, blah,
They
blah,
perform and have
blah,
people do
blah.
everything else for
Blah,
them.
blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, bloody, bloody,
So-
bloody, yakety, 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 yak,
We've got
blah,
to stop
blah,
this
blah,
TV program.
blah, blah.
Stop it. It's
Blah,
the greatest
blah,
moment of my
blah,
deeply
yak,
superficial
yak,
life.
yak, bloody, bloody,
Nonetheless,
bloody,
we'll be
bloody,
trapped here
yakety,
forever if we
yakety,
don't do
yakety,
something.
yakety, yakety,
Yeah, what
yakety,
the
yak,
Unless
blah,
you
Oh,
take out
blah,
Myra
that
or
yakety
that
yakety yak
bear,
is really
or
pissing me
both,
the fuck
you'll
off.
blah,
never
blah,
stop
blah,
it.
yak,
I
yak,
say,
yak,
relax
yak,
and
bloody,
enjoy
bloody,
the
bloody,
unreal,
yakety, yakety,
soul-hollowing
yakety,
ride.
yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 yak, yak,
Never
yak,
mind.
yak, bloody,
Then I
bloody,
shall
bloody,
Let's
return to
just
the
do
warm
the
womb of
show.
manufactured celebrity.
This is being a pain in my freaking neck.
Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
Aha! Max can ask.
I'd like to talk about myself.
And a project you're working on, perhaps?
You said it, Myra. I am an ongoing project, like a golden calf or a
Yay!
graven image.
Finally.
I'll only rest
Something
once people
else.
are sacrificing their firstborn unto me. Also, I'd like to direct.
Fame went to your head quickly, dear.
No shit.
It's a short trip.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk
He
about
is
your
still
alien
tripping.
love triangle shenanigans?
No.
I'd like to talk about me.
I prefer my guests' naked egos to be just a little less naked, dear.
Oh, absolutely, Myra. That's exactly what Reese Butterfingers told me when sniping river rats at Cannes. She thought I had the cool-eyed aim of a professional.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
No, stop it.
Let's talk about you, Myra.
Me? What could anyone want to know about me?
Maybe they'd like to know how honored you are to have me, Max, brilliant actor and acerbic wit, on your show.
Are you
So
sure you wouldn't rather talk about your
self-centered.
alien love triangle shenanigans?
Stop it. Stop talking about the same bull.
I'd like to
fucking
mention
shit,
my
bitch.
pal Sam, and something that happened the other day.
Anecdotes about other celebrities, even ones as dubious as you two, are always welcome.
Well, I was battering this purse snatcher with a broken parking meter and screaming, "Die! Why won't you die?" And Sam said, "You crack me up, little buddy."
The point being,
I cracked Sam up.
are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
Will you please stop asking about that, you bitch?
There's more you should know about that picture in the Times.
What's that?
It doesn't tell the whole story. There's someone else involved. Someone the picture doesn't show.
But
How
who?
shocking. Who?
The bear. Bessie the cow? What? When did the soda? Oh my god. Philo Pennyworth? Who? No, let's go with Bessie the cow.
Bessie Bovine, our co-star on Midtown Cowboys.
Oh my! Audience, shall we bring her back out again?
Oh my
Well,
god.
Bessie, what do you say to these allegations? Is that so? Bessie, shockingly, you're the only voice of common sense in Hollywood. You are to be commended. Why don't you relax with some sweet grass backstage while I browbeat my audience into blah blah blah, yak yak yak.
Oh
Blah
my
blah
god, no.
blah blah, yak yak yak.
No,
yak,
not this
blah,
again!
blah,
Stop it!
Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
There's more you should know about that picture in the Times.
What's that?
It's not us. It's our evil twins, Saul and Mark.
I thought I was the evil twin.
Sam, I refuse to let my low opinion of you curtail my disappointment.
Really?
Did you really think anyone would buy such an unbelievable story?
We're on TV!
Is there a way
Yeah!
to answer that without being lectured?
No, there isn't. You know, millions of Americans suffer from malevolent multiple birth sibling syndrome. It's no laughing matter. And for you to blah blah blah, yak yak yak.
Oh god, no, not
Blah,
this
blah,
shit
blah,
again!
blah, yak.
Ah!
Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
Not this bullshit again. Okay, let's talk about Midwest.
I'd rather talk about our smash hit sitcom, Midtown Cowboys.
Okay, let's talk. You two have become the new breakout stars of a flaccid, dissolute sitcom in its final days.
Oh.
How wonderful for you.
Placid.
Thanks, we brought a clip.
You certainly did. I had a chance to watch it, and I refused to show it to my audience.
Why? It has a chicken eat
Joke
shit!
involving a cow pie. It's a sad commentary on today's culture when the cow
Wait, what
pie, once
commentary?
a staple of the American diet,
What?
blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak.
What?
I see why Myra only lets big stars on her show.
They're easier targets?
If you're big enough, there still might be something left when she's finished.
Blah blah
Oh,
blah
God.
blah, yak 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 yak, bloody 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 bloody, yakety 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 yak, blah blah blah, blah blah. Blah blah blah
Oh,
blah, yak
God,
yak
is
yak
there
yak,
anything?
bloody bloody, yakety 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 yak, blah blah
No
blah,
dice.
blah blah. Blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak.
Would you like some whipped cream for whatever it is you have in that glass?
It's water, so no. Blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak, bloody 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 bloody, yakety 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 yak, blah blah blah, blah blah. Blah 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 blah,
Testing.
yak yak
1,
yak
2,
yak, bloody
3.
bloody bloody bloody, yakety yakety yakety
Why do I
yakety
still
yak.
have that?
Ah yes, where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of
Oh,
yours.
again with that shit. Fine.
There's more you should know about that picture in the Times.
What's that?
Aha! Max. Ah. Wait, Q Bliss, someone else involved?
There are still others involved.
Others? More people?
Incredible! Who?
Oh yeah. Max can only say those 3 lines. What are the soda poppers? Who's this?
Philo Pennyworth.
As I'm sure most of you know, Philo Pennyworth is the actor who plays Mr. Featherly on Midtown Cowboys. And we happen
Oh,
to
the
have him
chicken!
backstage. Let's bring him out! Philo, give us your side. Is it true?
Myra, please, of course not. I'm a veteran of the British stage. I'd never be caught cavorting with a dog, a rabbit, and an alien. It's so 1997.
Yikes!
I doubt we'll hear a more terrifying denial.
This year, anyone who is anyone is all about birds of prey, ring-tailed lemurs, and
Oh,
Bigfoot.
shut up, you
No one will ever take you seriously at the
Shit-eating
Globe Theatre
chicken.
otherwise.
My
And
God.
there you have it. I'm so shocked, I'm going to talk for at least the next 5 minutes about blah blah blah, yak yak yak. Blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak, bloody 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 blah, yakety 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 yak yakety 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 yak, blah blah blah, blah blah.
Oh.
Blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak, bloody bloody bloody
No
blah,
can do.
yakety 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 yak, blah blah blah, blah blah. Blah blah blah
Yeah,
blah,
I'm
yak yak
stuck
yak
here. I
yak,
have
bloody
no idea
bloody
what I
bloody
can do.
blah, yakety 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 yak, blah blah blah, blah blah. Blah blah blah
I have
blah,
no idea what I
yak
can do.
yak yak, bloody 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 blah, yakety 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 yak, blah yak blah blah blah, blah blah. Blah 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 blah, yak yak
I know I
yak
can
yak, bloody
finish
bloody
this.
bloody bloody. Ah yes, where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
Ah, I'm running out of space. I need to finish this quick.
There's more you should know about that picture in the Times.
What's that?
Come on.
It doesn't
So-
tell the whole story. There's someone else involved. Someone the picture doesn't show.
You're joking. Who?
There you go.
One of the soda poppers.
Oh my! Which one?
Wizard is the only one around.
Whizzer.
Well, that's certainly an interesting accusation. We happen to have Whizzer waiting backstage. Let's bring him out.
Even the music changed a bit.
I have no what they all that happened was they gave me a ketchup cake.
Oh my! I have no idea what that even means, and it may be the single filthiest thing anyone said in my presence.
I might be able to top it if you give me a chance.
I prefer that you didn't. In fact, our country's shocking fascination with the double entendre is wrecking blah blah blah, yak yak yak. Blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak, bloody bloody
we're
bloody
back
yakety
to
yakety
this
yakety yakety
bullshit.
yakety 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 yak, blah blah blah.
May I have a drink of water?
Are you the host of this talk show?
No.
Then no. Blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak, bloody 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 bloody, yakety 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 yak, blah blah blah, blah blah. Blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak, bloody 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 bloody, yakety 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 yak, blah blah blah, blah blah. Blah blah. Ah yes, where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
Oh, shut it.
I'd like to sing a song from my upcoming album. feathers and furious scribbling.
I'm almost certain the audience might probably enjoy that.
Howling at that drippy old hunk of moon. She's at brunch today with some baboon. And so I wrote this extremely catchy tune.
Thank you, Sam, for putting the num back in musical number.
What a wonderful way to remind our audience that you don't have to be talented to be famous. And a perfect segue into my latest tirade about the lamentable state of modern popular music.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yak.
I'd like to sing my song again.
Normally, I protest. But after 3.5 days on the air, I'm a little starved for content.
Howling at that drippy old hunk of moon. She's at brunch today with some baboon.
Maybe if I use the
And
helium.
so I wrote this extremely
maybe if-
catchy tune.
Oh, I see.
Lovely. Mainly
I
because
see.
it allows me once again to rail against popular music. Kids today, blah, 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 yak, 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 yak.
I think I know what I need to
Blah,
do here.
blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak,
Okay, I
blah,
go
blah,
here.
blah.
I use
Blah, blah.
this.
Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, bloody,
Testing.
bloody, bloody,
1,
yakety,
2,
yakety, yakety,
3.
yakety, 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 yak, blah,
Now the
blah.
banjo.
I'd like to sing, if I may.
Is that wise?
Howling at that drippy old hunk of moon.
Yes!
Whoa! Careful there, Tiger. That was wonderful. I'm so moved I almost don't have a long hectoring screed in me. Oh no, wait! There it is! Thank goodness! Self-referential songwriting is a dangerously blah 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 yak 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 yak. Blah 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 yak 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 bloody 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 yakety 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 yak.
Aha!
Blah, blah, blah.
Now there's a puddle,
Ah, yes.
and when
Where
she
were we?
moves it,
I think
it
we
will
were discussing
shock the
alien love
bear!
triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
There's more you should know about that picture in the Times.
What's that?
There are still others involved.
Let's call up Bessie.
How shocking. Who?
Bessie the cow.
Bessie Bovine, our co-star on Midtown Cowboys.
Oh my! Audience, shall we bring her back out again?
At the risk of making the obvious comment, that was shocking.
No shit.
Is she breathing?
A little, but the creepy teddy bear is toast.
Nuts. I wanted to ask it a few questions, and maybe use it to hypnotize Katie Couric.
Another glorious dream bangs its chin on the dirty pavement.
Yes, finally!
Right side, the audience
That
is
was a
free to go.
pain in the neck to figure out.
Oh, I was just getting warmed up. Do you think Myra will have us back on the show again soon?
Speaking of unlikely, did you notice we just had 2 cases in a row involving hypnotic mind control?
Complete coincidence?
Yes, I think so. The cogs of the universe synchronize in ways we're not meant to see.
Speaking of things we're not meant to see, there's a new
Interesting.
restaurant at the zoo where you can eat what they feed the animals.
Empty popcorn cartons and cigarette butts.
And processed bread logs loaded with tranquilizers and antidepressants.
Ooh, are we going
Bread
to
logs
have
make me low-key.
a clue
Let's head
to
back
the
to the
mastermind?
cooking show set and see if we can
The
figure
toy
out how to make
mafia.
pork rinds.
Okay, but I get the feet.
Oh. Next time on Sam and Max. Well, there is no preview because they didn't do previews. These are standalone episodes, each one. Still, that was Sam and Max Situation Comedy. That was great coming back to these guys. I feel invigorated. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Because you know what? Next time there will be more. So stay tuned here at PinkBlueGaming. This is Riazil signing off.